Well, we found a way to make that transition work. Like I said, this goes back to what we were talking about, and I'm not picking on Will Ospreay at all, right? Because Will, I'm saying, one of the great years, and I would say Moxley's my MVP at this point in the year, just for what his presence on TV has meant, coming back from rehabilitation and willing to go anywhere and work any style like that. It reminds me of like the Harley race, the traveling champions of old. So I would put Moxley up there as my male MVP. Becky Lynch at this point is my female MVP, even if and she's not going to probably return before the end of, I don't know, even if she doesn't return before the end of the year. I think what she did on a weekly basis was just so impressive that she gets my nod. Not just because she's a good friend, and who cites me as an inspiration, but because I think she did amazing stuff. But Will Ospreay is doing things that are incredible.
Yes.
But playing off that, when I'm Dude Love, like I said, I realize, okay, if he works exactly like Mankind or Cactus, there's no reason to bring those guys back into the fold. So Dude was listed, Dude became the guy who would rather not get in there and mix it up with even says, Daddy, that's not exactly the Dude's bag. But that's the interview, at Madison Square Garden in September of '97. So in that case, when I made the transition from basically being Dude, interviewing Mankind, and coming up with a surprise Cactus Jack, all of a sudden he was the coolest and toughest of the characters. And then a couple months after that, there was I think it was a really good angle. I don't want to say it was great, but it was a way to get Kane that, and put another notch in his belt.
Yes.
Not by defeating Dude Love, because he chokeslammed Dude on the ramp, but we actually dented the ramp, which I was told couldn't be done.
Wow.
But we did. And so when Mankind came back, it was seen as a much more serious threat. And then when Mankind did the honors with emphasis, for Kane, this wasn't a 50-50 match. This was not a destruction, but it was clearly a sizable win for that new character. That really meant something. So I did find a way to make the characters meaningful and to kind of revolve them so they each had their separate face. But that's why the incredibly named Love Handle had to go, because it was the Mandible Claw with tie-dye on it.